Hi, and welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do the waistcoat stitch. And the waistcoat stitch is also known as the knit stitch in crochet because it looks like a knitted stitch. And on my sample, the first couple of rows were done in single crochet, but starting here, as you can see how you see little V's that interconnect going up, this is what the waistcoat stitch looks like. And this stitch is almost identical to the single crochet stitch, except where you initially insert your hook. Normally when you do the single crochet hook, you're going under the stitch right here. But with the waistcoat stitch, you gotta go a little over. And you see how there's this V right there. You're going to be sticking your hook inside the V like this. Where my needle is, that's where your hook will be going. And one thing I do want to point out, when you work in the round, where you're inserting your hook looks like a V. But if you're crocheting flat, it will be an upside down V. So just keep that in mind. And on the back side, okay, you see how it looks like an upside down V with a bow on top? Your hook will be coming in right there. I'm sorry. But you see how it looks like the upside down V? So when you're entering your hook, this is the point that it will be going through on the inside. Okay? And another thing about the waistcoat stitch, you really want to work your stitches really loose. Because if you do your stitches too tight, it's going to be very hard to insert your hook. Okay. So like I was saying, this is where you normally would insert for a single crochet stitch, underneath the stitch. And you're just going over a little bit, and you see the V. You see right above my finger how it looks like a V. And you see the little, like right in between the two bores of the V. This is where you're sticking your hook. Okay? And on the back side, you'll be going through where, how it's the upside down V, you'll be going between the two legs of the V on the back side. Okay? So you yarn over. Like I said, after you insert your hook, everything else is like the single crochet stitch. So you do your yarn over, you pull through the base stitch. And you see how it pulls through inside the V. Okay? Then you yarn over again and go through both loops. Okay? And like I said, this is where you would go for a single crochet stitch. But you see the V? You're going to go in through there. That's where you're putting your hook. And you yarn over. Go through the base stitch, yarn over, pull through both stitches. Okay. And again, this is where you would normally for a single crochet. And you see that V. You see right above my finger. You go in through the V. Like that. Okay? You yarn over. Pull through the base stitch. Yarn over. Go through two stitches. Okay? And you see that V right above my finger. How it looks like a V? In between the two legs of the V, you insert your hook, okay? You yarn over, pull through the base stitch, yarn over, go through both loops on your hook. Okay, we're going to do this 2 more times. Okay, again. Because you see how you have like that gap hole underneath the stitch? That's where you stick it for single crochet. But over to the left, you see that V. And I'm going to do it with the needle again, because I want to make sure y'all can see where to stick your hook. See? There's the V, right in between the two legs of the V. That's where you're going in. You see? Okay? So it's right there. That's the insertion point. Okay? You yarn over, go through the base stitch, yarn over, pull through both stitches. Okay, and this is going to be the last time now, okay? You look for that V, which is right there. That's your V. And you see how you have that spot in between the legs of the V. That's where you're going in. See? Okay? So I'm putting my hook right there, you see? Okay, yarn over, go through the base stitch, yarn over, pull through the two loops, okay? And again, as you notice how it just keeps laddering up like a knit stitch. So like I was telling you before, in the round, it's going to look like a V. The back side of the round looks like an upside down V. And if you're doing it flat, which I plan to do a tutorial on that sometime down the road, but if you're crocheting flat, it's going to be an upside down V. And you want your stitches really loose, and that's how you do the waistcoat stitch in the round.